Goodbye proteinuria. 3 bedtime drinks seniors must have, and 4 you should never touch. Every night, millions of people unknowingly sabotage their kidney health with seemingly innocent bedtime drinks. And here's the scientific reality many never learn. Your kidneys operate on 2 completely different shifts. During the day, they are a bustling metropolis, filtering waste at peak capacity. But as the sun sets, that city also needs some rest. Filtration rate decreases by approximately 15 to 20%. It's not a shutdown, but a natural slowdown. During this time, a powerful hormone, vasopressin, orders the entire system to do one thing above all else: conserve water and concentrate urine. While your kidneys never truly rest, this nighttime rhythm represents their most vulnerable period for processing sudden large loads of minerals, toxins, or excess fluids. So, let us know in the comments. Which evening drinks do you think might be disrupting this vital nighttime repair crew? We want to hear your theory in the comments below. We read every single one, and we believe that your insights help build a community where we all learn from each other's experiences. Tonight, we're going to give you the blueprint. We will first expose the 4 common drinks that act like disruptive all-night parties for your kidneys. Then, we'll reveal the 3 hero beverages that are the equivalent of a silent elite repair crew. And you will want to stay for the #1 hero, because it's not just the most protective, it's the secret ingredient to turning your sleep into the ultimate kidney restoration session. Just so you know, everything in this video is grounded in peer-reviewed research, completely free from marketing bias or miracle cure claims. We've sifted through the science so you can make smart, informed decisions about your health. 4 drinks that worsen proteinuria tonight. 4. Alcohol. That evening glass of wine. It's a ritual celebrated for relaxation, and some studies even whisper that in moderation, it might have heart benefits. But there's a crucial conflict those studies don't account for: the conflict between alcohol and your kidney's night mode. After dark, that same glass of wine doesn't act like a friend. It becomes a saboteur. That single drink launches a 2-front assault against a system that is pleading for rest. Front 1. Dehydration. Alcohol suppresses a key hormone, forcing your kidneys to flush out water, leaving them to process waste in a thicker, more concentrated fluid. Front 2. A surge of blood pressure, hammering against the delicate resting filters of your kidneys and triggering proteinuria. And this isn't speculation. A massive 2023 meta-analysis of nearly 20,000 people published in Hypertension Journal delivered the first blow. The damage to your blood pressure begins with the very first sip, showing a linear association with no threshold effect. But the second blow lands directly on the kidneys. An older landmark Australian study, following more than 6,000 adults for 5 years, found that people who consumed at least 30 grams of alcohol per day, roughly 2 to 3 standard drinks, had a 59% higher risk of developing proteinuria compared with those drinking less than 10 grams per day. Before choosing alcohol, understand that the safest amount for your kidneys is 0. Replace your evening wine ritual with sparkling water infused with fresh berries and a splash of unsweetened cranberry juice for a sophisticated, antioxidant-rich drink that supports rather than stresses your kidneys. However, if you do consume alcohol, these strategies may help reduce but not eliminate the risk. It starts with a crucial piece of knowledge: what one standard serving truly is. It's a 5-ounce glass of wine, a 12-ounce beer, or a single 1.5-ounce shot of spirits. The most common trap isn't the type of alcohol, but the generous pour that silently turns one serving into 2 or 3. Also, drink 1 glass of water between each alcoholic drink, avoid alcohol within 3 hours of bedtime, and track your actual pour sizes with measuring tools. Remember, these strategies lower risk but cannot make alcohol consumption completely safe for your kidneys. Completely avoiding alcohol is one of the most powerful steps in protecting your kidneys during your most vulnerable hours. And hey, If this feels helpful so far, let us know you're out there by tapping that like button. It tells us to keep making content just like this. 3. Coconut water. Coconut water has been hailed as nature's purest hydrator, a symbol of tropical health. And for many, it is a fantastic choice. But there's a crucial biological context where this elixir's greatest strength, the incredible potassium content, becomes a hidden danger for seniors with kidney disease and proteinuria. As we age, our kidneys naturally lose about 1% of their function each year after age 40. Additionally, many seniors take medications like ACE inhibitors, or ARBs for blood pressure, which can further impair potassium excretion. This creates a perfect storm where even healthy drinks become potential threats during vulnerable nighttime hours when kidney function naturally decreases by 15 to 20%. To put this in perspective, a single 8-ounce glass of coconut water contains approximately 600 milligrams of potassium. For someone with advanced CKD, following a 2,000 milligram daily potassium limit, this represents 30% of their entire day's allowance. Instead of coconut water before bed, you can consider cucumber-infused water, chamomile tea, or diluted cherry juice. These provide flavor and satisfaction without the potassium overload. While healthy kidneys can typically handle potassium loads effectively, damaged kidneys may struggle to excrete excess potassium efficiently. In those with existing kidney disease, a 600 milligram potassium load from coconut water, especially when consumed regularly, can contribute to dangerous potassium accumulation in the blood, known as hyperkalemia. When the limit is breached, the consequences are medical, not hypothetical. Hyperkalemia can disrupt the heart's electrical rhythm, cause profound muscle weakness, and in severe cases, lead to cardiac arrest. Because of this serious risk, for people with stage 3 to 5 CKD, or those on potassium-restricted diets, coconut water's 600 milligram potassium per 8 ounces requires careful consideration and medical guidance. Healthy individuals can typically consume it safely in moderation. 2. Whole dairy milk. It's the picture of wholesomeness, isn't it? A warm glass of milk before bed. A promise of strong bones we've trusted our entire lives. But here's the harsh paradox for anyone with kidney concerns. The very drink celebrated for building you up could be silently wearing your kidneys down. So how can something so universally seen as good be so potentially harmful? The problem lies not in malice, but in its very richness, which becomes a heavy mineral cargo at the worst possible time. Milk delivers a dense payload of high-impact protein, phosphorus, and potassium. A single 8-ounce glass of whole milk can unload over 250 milligrams of phosphorus and nearly 400 milligrams of potassium into your system. For a kidney working at full capacity, this is routine. But for a kidney, in its quiet, restorative night mode, this heavy delivery forces it into stressful overtime, accelerating wear and tear when it should be healing. So where does this leave us, especially if a glass of milk is part of your nightly routine? Fortunately, there is a truly kidney-safe way to enjoy that comforting, creamy drink. The ideal swap is an unsweetened, unfortified plant-based milk, which can somewhat sidestep this mineral burden. Take unsweetened oat milk. It gives you that same creamy experience, but with far less strain on your kidneys. We're talking about 80 milligrams of phosphorus per cup versus 250 milligrams in regular milk, plus lower potassium levels too. A 6-month human study published in Clinical Biochemistry comparing soy versus dairy protein found that whole soy consumption tended to preserve kidney function compared with milk in people with already lowered kidney function. Similar protective results were reported in people with diabetes, the leading cause of chronic kidney disease, or CKD for short. Now, if dairy milk is a non-negotiable for you, try to limit yourself to no more than half a glass, about just 4 ounces per day. Ultimately, this isn't about punishment. It's about consciously partnering with your body's natural rhythm, giving your kidneys the peaceful night they need to repair and serve you well for years to come. Curious about the science behind it all? We've linked the studies that support everything we've shared. You'll find them down in the description box. 1. Commercial sweetened drinks. We now arrive at the #1 nighttime culprit, a category so vast it hides in plain sight: commercially prepared sweetened drinks. This includes everything from sodas to energy drinks to fruit juices. A 2024 comprehensive study from the UK Biobank involving nearly 192,000 participants followed for over 10 years delivered stark findings. Consuming more than one serving per day of these drinks increased the risk of developing CKD by 45% compared to non-consumers. And the most deceptive offender in this group might be the one you least suspect: the healthy fruit juice. The primary weapon these drinks use is a massive, fast-acting dose of fructose. When you consume this liquid sugar at night, you're hitting your resting metabolism with a metabolic shockwave. And here's the critical difference that makes fructose uniquely dangerous. Unlike glucose, starch, and other sugars, fructose is the only carbohydrate that generates uric acid during its metabolism. When you consume fructose, your liver is forced to produce uric acid as a direct byproduct. This isn't harmless waste. It's an active agent of inflammation and damage that directly targets the delicate blood vessels inside your kidneys. It's like pouring fuel on a fire at the exact moment your body is trying to put the embers out. But what about diet drinks? This is where the deception becomes truly dangerous. A landmark case control study published in Epidemiology Journal analyzed 465 patients with newly diagnosed CKD compared to 467 healthy controls. The results were shocking. Drinking 2 or more colas per day more than doubled the risk of CKD. The risk was virtually identical whether people drank regular colas or artificially sweetened colas. Besides sugar, another culprit was phosphoric acid, a chemical additive found in many sugary drinks. This brings us to the single most powerful defensive tool you have. Ignore the healthy-looking images on the front of the bottle. Turn it over and read the ingredients list. That is where the truth lies. If you see high fructose corn syrup, sucrose, or phosphoric acid, you are looking at a known kidney threat. Your safest, simplest, and most powerful alternative is always the same: a simple glass of water, perhaps infused with a slice of lemon or a few berries. It can feel overwhelming, can it? Learning that so many of our comforting evening drinks hide these hidden risks. It's perfectly normal to feel a sense of unease right now. But I want you to reframe that feeling. This isn't fear. This is clarity. You haven't been led into a dark forest. You've just been handed the map that shows you which beverage choices lead to dangerous territory. And that knowledge is not a burden. It is power. And now that we have the map, it's time to assemble your allies. Because the good news is this: for every single nighttime threat we've just exposed, there is a simple, powerful, and healing beverage ready to stand guard. Let's begin building your nightly battle plan. 3 drinks that fight proteinuria naturally. 3. Peppermint tea. Let's begin with an ally that tackles one of the most common obstacles to a restorative night: digestive discomfort. That feeling of bloating or indigestion after dinner can make settling into sleep feel impossible and triggers a cascade of toxins that your kidneys must work overtime to clear. Our first hero, peppermint tea, isn't a direct kidney medication, but a smart, indirect supporter of their nightly work. Its power comes from a natural compound called menthol. Think of it as a gentle, all-is-well signal sent directly to the smooth muscles of your digestive tract. The physical sensation is one of settling and release, as trapped gas is eased, and the tension that causes discomfort dissolves. This allows your body to shift its focus from digestion to deep, restorative repair. Peppermint also contains rosmarinic acid, a powerful antioxidant that directly protects kidney cells from oxidative stress while you sleep. By calming your gut and providing cellular protection, peppermint creates the optimal environment for kidney health. However, this is a conditional hero. And this is where we must be wise. While peppermint tea effectively reduces bloating and gas, it can worsen symptoms for people with gastroesophageal reflux disease, or GERD for short, or heartburn. Also, peppermint tea can reduce the absorption of vital iron from your food. So, how do we use this ally wisely? First, always choose pure, 100% peppermint tea from a reputable brand to avoid unwanted additives. This ensures you're getting a gentle, food-grade dose, not a concentrated extract with unknown potency. Second, and this is non-negotiable, it should be avoided if you have issues with GERD or gallstones. For most people, following these guidelines makes a single cup after your evening meal the perfect way to harness its soothing benefits while sidestepping the risks. To maximize iron absorption from the dinner, wait at least 1 hour after eating before brewing your tea. If you take blood thinners like warfarin, consult your doctor first, as peppermint can amplify medication effects. 2. Pure tart cherry juice. Our next hero is a powerhouse, celebrated for its remarkable dual-action benefits for nighttime recovery. We're talking about unsweetened tart cherry juice. On one hand, studies show it's one of nature's richest sources of melatonin, helping to promote deeper, more restorative sleep. On the other hand, its potent anti-inflammatory compounds have been shown in clinical trials to reduce systemic inflammation. For those dealing with proteinuria, this matters enormously. Inflammation is what transforms minor kidney irritation into persistent protein leakage. But this is where we must be incredibly wise, because its greatest strength is also its greatest risk. The powerful anti-inflammatory effect comes from compounds that act similarly to NSAID pain relievers, like ibuprofen. In a healthy body, this is a benefit. But in a body with compromised kidney function, this same mechanism can dangerously reduce blood flow to the kidneys. The key word here is concentrate. Fresh tart cherries, consumed in moderation, pose significantly less risk due to their much lower concentration of these bioactive compounds. Still, if you have any level of known kidney issues, it is essential that you do not use it without the explicit approval and supervision of your doctor. They are the only ones who can weigh its powerful benefits against your personal health context. True safety lies in that personalized, expert guidance. For those cleared by their physician, start with just 1 to 2 ounces diluted with water, consumed 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. 1. Water and infused water. And so we arrive at our number 1 hero. It's not an exotic herb or a complex supplement. It's the one we so often take for granted. Simple, pure water. A meta-analysis from the journal Open Heart revealed something truly important for seniors with kidney concerns. In the context of protecting kidneys from contrast-induced damage, systematic oral hydration with water was shown to be equally effective as intravenous saline hydration, proving that simple bedtime hydration can be just as powerful as hospital treatments. How is this possible? The scientific secret lies in its ability to perform a precise biochemical intervention. Drinking enough water gently signals your body to suppress a stress hormone called vasopressin. This hormone is known to increase pressure inside the kidney's delicate filters. By simply staying hydrated, you are actively turning down the pressure, giving your kidneys the calm, low-stress environment they need to function optimally overnight. And this isn't just theoretical. A large-scale study of over 4,600 people found striking differences. CKD prevalence was 10.7% among those drinking the least water versus just 5.6% among the highest water intake group. This is nearly a 50% reduction, particularly valuable for seniors managing proteinuria. While this shows association rather than direct causation, it aligns with the biological evidence that proper nighttime hydration is one of the most accessible strategies for supporting kidney health. The general recommendation is 8 to 10 glasses daily for healthy individuals, but those with CKD may need personalized fluid restrictions. A practical approach. Aim for pale yellow urine as an indicator of adequate hydration, but always follow your doctor's specific fluid recommendations. But we know the biggest challenge isn't knowing this, it's doing it. Plain water can feel boring. This is where our final piece of wisdom comes in. Transform the task into a ritual. Infusing your water with slices of lemon, cucumber, or a few berries doesn't just add flavor. It turns hydration into a creative act of self-care. And to address the concern of nighttime urination, the key is timing. Enjoy your last glass 1 to 2 hours before bed. This gives your kidneys time to process it, ensuring you and they get the peaceful, restorative night you both deserve. Conclusion. So we've traveled through the shadows and into the light. We've unmasked the hidden nighttime culprits and armed you with simple, powerful allies. But the ultimate lesson today isn't just a list of what to avoid and what to choose. It's a deeper truth. The evening is a time to partner with your body, not to challenge it. And as we've seen, sometimes the most profound act of healing is simply choosing the gentlest path. Please consult your nephrologist or healthcare provider before adding any of our recommended drinks to your routine, particularly if you have stage 3 to 5 CKD. While we're sharing what research shows about these beverages, everyone's kidney health is unique. If you have CKD, diabetes, heart conditions, or take medications, the general recommendations in this video might not apply to you. Your doctor knows your medical history and can give you personalized guidance that's safe for your specific situation. And now, this path forward is yours. We would be honored to hear from you. Out of the 5 allies we've explored, which one will you invite into your evening routine first? Share your choice in the comments below. Every story is a source of inspiration for this entire community, and we are reading every single one. We want to thank you for being here, for listening, for having the courage to embark on this journey of discovering what truly benefits your health. A journey that isn't easy, but is worth more than anything else. Hit the bell icon and turn on all notifications so you never miss a life-saving video. The sooner you spot kidney issues, the more you can do to keep things under control. If you're unsure about your kidney health and haven't been in a good shape recently, check out the video on the screen. Here, we cover all the possible symptoms, helping you spot kidney failure and take action effectively if needed. See you there. Stay informed, stay healthy.